What is up, my fellow Chibits? Hopefully all of you are having a very good day, because today I'm here to talk about Devilman Crybaby Episode 3. So, many of you seem to really like this style, and I do appreciate all the feedback I have been getting. I do truly appreciate that, and so I want to take these first few moments of this video just to say thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and just continue to give me feedback as always, because I do always listen, and I do take it into consideration with whatever I do next on this channel. But anyways, though, I just finished watching Episode 3 about 30 minutes ago or so, and oh my, bro. I mean, I guess he kind of showed signs that he was a little bit unhinged in the first episode. I didn't really focus too much on that. But now seeing in the third episode, it's like it was in my face the entire time. That Ro did seem like he was a little bit, kind of crazy, because the way he acted in this episode is like, this man is just cold-blooded savage. I mean, what he did to the old lady, to, the person that was, like, trying to be with Miki, get pictures of her, the photographer, I was like, whoa, this man is just next level, like, crazy, like, he's really ruthless. So, it does look like maybe there's going to be a big dispute between Akira and, Ro. Now, I'm kind of curious about this, because I know from the first episode, and from what I've heard about Devilman, I do know for a fact that, like I've said many times, it inspired Berserk. And, Griffith and Guts' design most likely are a reference to Akira and Ro's design, but I thought it was just going to stop there. I thought, like, their inspiration was just going to stop there. From what I'm seeing going on in this third episode, it looks like Kentaro took a lot more than just character design, like in terms of the way they look. He took the way they act towards each other. It looks like Akira and Ro are going to have a dispute with each other, very similar to how Guts and Griffith are. And it doesn't just stop there. Now, really taking a moment to think about it, Guts and Griffith, they have, like, the devil and the angel theme going on. For instance, since Griffith in Berserk is a part of the God Hand, and he's basically might as well be considered like an angel or something, or God itself, and then you have Guts as like a devil trying to tear at the heels of the angels, the holy being, and that's basically the theme of Berserk. And it seems like something like that might be taking place in this series as well. For instance, you have to Akira, he's the devil, or Devilman, and then you have, Ro, which, the way he looks, he might become like some form of angel or something. That's what I'm theorizing. I'm assuming so, but yeah, I just want to point that out, that the correlation between the two sets of characters is just crazy. I just like seeing this series for the first time and seeing that, I'm like, I now understand why Kentaro just got so much inspiration. You could just see it. You can literally see it in this series. So, getting on topic though, let's talk about that rap for a second. I know many might not care about it, but that rap song at the beginning of Episode 3 was straight fire. Now, I'm going to let you guys know a little bit of a secret, okay? I don't know if I've ever talked about it in the past, because I don't think I have, but I don't like rap. I don't like it. I don't like rap music. I never have. However, the rap music in Episode 3, and what I've seen in the previous episode as well, I should have talked about in Episode 2 and 1, because it was pretty good, but the way the episode started off with the rap, I was like, yo, this is really good. Like, I don't like rap music. This is coming from a guy that does not like that genre of music, and I liked that rapping going on at the beginning of this episode. I was like, that is some quality stuff, like Japan, like the director that worked on this, grade A stuff. Grade A stuff right there. I was truly impressed with how I enjoyed it, even though I hate rap music. So, just props there. Just instant props. So, moving past that, though, let's talk about, how this series is modern day. It is actually something I have neglected to talk about, and it's something I should probably address now, since I'm 3 episodes into the series, and it's become very apparent that this is a modern series, thanks to all the stuff that's been going on throughout Episode 3. So, as you all most likely know by now, Devilman was made a long time ago, like in the 1970s or whatever. It's a very old series, and so around that time, they didn't have, like, smartphones, tablets. They didn't have stuff like that. I know, it's crazy. It's scary to think about that back in the past, they didn't have stuff like what we have today, but back around that time, they didn't have smartphones, tablets, and stuff like that. They didn't really have the internet at all either. And so when you see how the internet's being incorporated into this world, to smartphones and all that, and you see, like, searching up on Google if, you know, Akira's on the internet or whatever, you just seeing these little details right there, it just shows how this series tried to make itself more modern. It's trying to fit in with the times, because if they really want to do a cop-out, they could have made it fit in with, like, the 1970s or whatever, but, you know, the people that are directing this, Netflix and everybody, they actually didn't do that. They actually wanted to make it modern, have modern technology, which makes it, you know, very fascinating. I think it fits with the flow of this series a little bit more, especially when they have the callbacks to the original Devilman anime. Yes, once again, it was mentioned in episode 3, which, you know, took me by surprise. I thought it was just going to be a little bit of a meta thing with, you know, episode 2, just a little bit of a nod to the series, the original, what started it all for the anime format of Devilman. But seeing it once again mentioned in episode 3, I was like, this is next level meta. I mean, they haven't mentioned to where, like, oh, you're talking about that series? Are you telling me this man is trying to impersonate Devilman or whatever? It was pretty cool because it's like, the concept of Devilman is in this world. People know about Devilman, and when they see certain footage or whatever of Devilman, they'll be like, oh, this is obviously a hoax. It's just a series or whatever. And I truly appreciate that. It adds a little bit more world building, and it lets you appreciate how the person directing this series is kind of giving nods to the original director of the original anime, but also just, you know, making it a little bit more modern and understandable. So, yeah, I just like that. I truly do like it. Now, in terms of adaptation, I have no idea how this is, you know, flowing as an adaptation. I mean, for many to be recommending me this series for a while, like, you know, before I even started watching the first episode, I knew for a fact it was probably going to be a very good series. I'm assuming since so many people are just like, you gotta watch it, I'm assuming manga readers, the original source readers, are happy with Devilman, but I don't know how the adaptation is. I don't know if they've really changed much. I don't know if they're following it. I have no idea. I don't know if they're following or changed, but at the very least, it does look like it has done well for itself, especially for anime form. Speaking of anime form and done well for itself, I want to just say shout out to Netflix for delivering a quality series. I know I mentioned this in my my first impressions of this series, but it just needs to be stated again, because if this wasn't on Netflix, if Devilman Crybaby was not on Netflix, we would not have gotten so much uncensored content like we have gotten throughout what I've seen from the series so far, because, I mean, the nudity is a big thing with this series, I've noticed. I mean, you see it almost every single episode, and I'm like, there is just no way if this was like in Japan on their TV channels and stuff that this would fly. It wouldn't at all. And I just want to say shout out to Netflix for having this on their platform and allowing the people working on this series to do whatever they want, have creative freedom to make it however they want. Once again, this rekindles my hope for a potential possibility of a Berserk, you know, anime being made by Netflix. I really hope that's done one day, because if Netflix ever funds a Berserk anime, oh my god, I don't even care if it's CGI, okay? At the end of the day, CGI does bug me, but it doesn't control my overall thoughts of a series. If it's the same CGI that we got from the other Berserk anime that came out in recent times, I wouldn't care, as long as if it properly adapted the story. That's all I ask. And if they were able to properly adapt and Netflix was to fund it, oh my god, you don't even get to imagine how hyped up I'd be. I'd be extremely hyped up and excited if that was to happen. And this is what kindles my hope for that possibility, or at the very least some really good anime in the near future, because, I mean, look at this series, okay? Take a moment to really factor in how crazy this anime is compared to the normal stuff we get every anime season. Every anime season, there's some good stuff, obviously, but they don't allow the creators to show that freedom, because they have to either meet deadlines, or they have restrictions or whatever, to where they can't show certain things. They have to cut things out because it's too graphic or whatever, but Netflix is completely fine with that, because you could see how Devilman is. So, just job well done. I want to appreciate Netflix for that. Even though I don't like you for some things you've been doing this season, for instance, what you're going to be doing with, you know, Fate Extra, to what you've done with Violet Evergarden, and what you're doing with Taizai, I still appreciate the quality content of Devilman, and I do hope there is more stuff like this in the future. So, getting back on topic, I'm sorry, I just needed to appreciate how uncensored this series is, especially the third episode as well. It's completely mind-blowing to me, it's just how it is, and how it's been handled so far. The story-wise, though, of this episode, mainly the big point of it was to handle the Miki situation with the photographer, and eventually the photographer got what he wanted. He wanted to get pictures and to see Miki and all that, and we know he's kind of a scumbag thanks to what we saw in, last episode, episode 2 of Devilman. He's a bit of a scumbag, and finally Miki decides to go over there. She's taking a bath, and besides the nudity that we get to see, he actually has like this see-through wall to where he can actually watch, take pictures, or record her, which is really messed up, but he takes it to a new level, and actually the demon inside of the dude gets inside of Miki's body as well. Thankfully, Akira, he manages to save her, but man, like, that scene, like, to put that, man down, like, to take him out of Miki's body, I was just like, this man just French kissed her. Like, he just sucked out, like, all of that demon inside of her, that demon goop and all that. I'm like, okay, I see you, man. He did that. He sucked out that demon goop, and then he's just like, boom, spit it out. It's quality stuff there, okay? So, yeah. And then besides that, we have the Ro stuff. We have Ro and Akira and their dispute going on. Now, I don't know how far that's going to go. I don't know if Ro and Akira are going to be, like, against each other for the remainder of the series. I don't know. I mean, this is an old series, and I do know this inspired Kentaro and all that, so I'm expecting something not normal. But, yeah, I highly doubt Akira is going to allow Ro to attack his waifu, Miki. I just don't think he's going to allow that. So, yeah. But that's about it. That's basically it of episode 3 of Devilman. Actually, no. There's one more thing I need to talk about. That devil girl, like that demon girl or whatever that we have in the episode, she was, like, introduced earlier on, too, a couple episodes ago. But, the devil girl and all that, she really, really, really wants Akira. Like, I have a feeling, like, she's gonna probably grab that man and do some very, very peculiar things that he never knew he was probably capable of. I'm gonna point that out, okay? It looks like she wants to do some things to the man. Yeah, I noticed that in this episode. Anyways, I want to end it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below how you felt about episode 3 of Devilman. If you want more episode reviews of Devilman, let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below next to the subscribe button. So with that, I love you guys. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe, stay warm, stay healthy. Chibi out.